So everybody should be able to see my screen. Um, for those of you who are unfamiliar with what Toolkit CMA is, our program is designed to help you build attractive and effective flyers and presentations, both for buyers and sellers. We also have interactive tablet presentations that are available to complement your printed presentations. To access Toolkit CMA, you're going to log into Town Central and then go to the home screen. Under Resources and News, you should see a button that says Toolkit CMA. And if you click that, that's going to take you directly into Toolkit CMA with no password needed. Now, once you get signed into Toolkit CMA, you'll be directed to the home screen. Toolkit CMA does have a dynamic display, which will adjust to fit the screen of your computer or the screen of your mobile device. And while we're going along, if anybody has any questions, feel free to interrupt me and just ask the questions as they come up. On the left-hand side of home, you'll see recent saves. And this is going to show you a list of the presentations or flyers that you have saved within the past 180 days. You'll have the option to edit, as well as view and print the PDF, or even view the tablet presentation if you had included it. Under that is recent shares. This is going to show you a list of the presentations that you have either emailed or texted, or property flyers that you have either emailed or posted to Twitter, Facebook, or Pinterest recently. To the right of that, there is the option to create a presentation or create a property flyer. And if you click where your name and photo appear at the top right, these are your account maintenance options. Now, we'll go over these in more detail at the end of the webinar. If you click on Support, you'll have the option for an online chat, as well as our 800 number. And if you go to the Help section, there is the Startup Guide, as well as an online help. You can also request a personalized one-on-one walkthrough by clicking on the link. You'll enter your information and 2 best dates and times, and an agent will contact you by the next business day to schedule the appointment. Video tutorials will show you short how-to videos on a variety of different Toolkit CMA topics. And in the Contact Us section, you'll see our 800 number. We are available Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Or you can send us a contact email by clicking on Contact Us. You'll enter your information and question or comment, and an agent will contact you by the next business day to answer your question. Now let's take a look at where you're going to be spending a bulk of the time within the Toolkit CMA program, and that's building presentations. So from home, you're going to click Create a Presentation. When Select Presentation pops up, it shows New Listing Presentation because it's first in the list. But if you click in that box, a drop-down menu will appear showing you the different presentation types that we have. The New Listing Presentation and Listing Presentation are both marked type is good for those agents who want to showcase the comparables, but you don't have time for a full presentation. The listing presentation Spanish version, that is just comparable pages. The pre-listing presentation, that is just marketing pages. And the CMA only presentation is just comparable pages. The lifestyle planning guide is marketing pages. And for your buyers, we have several presentation types. The buyer presentation and buyer presentation Spanish version are just marketing material. Buyer presentation with CMA is both marketing material and comparable pages. This presentation type is good for those buyers who have found the home that they want and now they're trying to determine the best offer price. The buyer's tour is a collection of picture flyer pages. There is a desired home profile for comparison of what the buyer is looking for in a home to what the homes on the market actually have. There's also a map of comparable properties that will allow you to rearrange the order of the properties on the map. So that way, when you're taking your buyers out to see multiple homes in a day, you can show them what property they're going to see first, what property they're going to see second, etc. And the luxury collection presentations we have for both luxury paper and just the regular luxury collection. These are both marketing material and comparable pages. They're similar to our regular listing presentations, but they're geared for higher dollar value homes. Now we'll use the new listing presentation for today's demonstration. And before we continue, the line that says keep data from last prospect, that is for if you've built a presentation of one type and you want to build a presentation of another type using the same exact data. So for example, you built a CMA only presentation and then you decided later on you want to include marketing material. When you come back here, you can choose the new listing presentation and check off keep data from last prospect. The system will remember everything that you did. So we're going to click create new presentation to continue building. And we'll reach available documents. Now you can see what any page looks like. If you click on the title of the page, an image sample will drop down. Click on that same blue title again to close your sample. Once you've checked off the pages you'd like to use, if you would like to use the same set of pages for every presentation, you can click Set as Default. The button that says Add/Reorder Pages will allow you to add a page to or rearrange the document order of the specific presentation you're working on. If you'd like to add a page to or rearrange the document order of all presentations going forward, you can do so by clicking where your name and agent photo appear, and then choosing Personal Pages or Change Document Order. We'll click Next to continue, and we'll fill in our client's information. Now, the button at the bottom that says Save Prospects is for if the presentation that you're doing is for a past client whose presentation was also built in Toolkit. You can choose the client's information from Saved Prospects. The next screen that you'll come to will be your customizable cover letter. If you have your own template that you use, you can enter it and save it as a default. For now, we're just going to click Next. And if you included our customizable text page, that is the next screen you will reach. This page will allow you to expand on any points that you had previously made or even make new points. So you can customize the page header as well as the body and save it as a default if you'd like. Next, you'll come to select MLS. Now, if you find you need to go back for any reason, there is a go-to menu at the top right, and this will allow you to jump back to any page that you need to make an edit to. Or if you're in the middle of building and you need to leave, click where name and agent photo appear, and the very first option will be Save Presentation/Flyer. Now, your MLS will be listed here to get the property data. The options that you have for MLSs are all export methods. So your search is going to be completed in your MLS. You'll save a file to your computer and upload that file into Toolkit CMA. There will be a download guide provided on the next screen. So you'll choose your MLS and then review the download guide, and you're going to export and upload your listings according to that download guide. Now I'm going to use the demo properties for today's demonstration. So I'll just click to get the listings, and when the system is finished loading the file, it will bring us to select properties. At this time, you can load up to 100 properties per presentation. However, keep in mind that because we're downloading not only all of the data, but potentially all of the photos, the more listings you download, the longer the download process will take. Once your listings are loaded on select properties, you'll notice this is a one-line overview of the properties you've imported. To view more information about any property, click on the camera icon and the full listing details will drop down. Click on that same camera icon again to close the details. If you find you need to make an edit to a property for any reason, there are pencil icons to the left of each property. This is going to allow you to edit the information that appears in your presentation. You can either check off all of the properties, or you can choose to leave some unchecked. And when you're done, you'll click Next. If you included the single comparable with map and multiple photos, and your MLS supports the multiple photos, the next screen that you will come to will allow you to choose which of the multiple photos to include in your presentation. You'll notice the system will tell you what comparable number that you're working with, as well as the address and MLS number. All photos are selected by default. So if you'd like to exclude a photo, click on it and it will gray out. If you change your mind and decide you'd rather include it, click on it again to reselect it. You can also rearrange the order of the photos by dragging and dropping them to the position that you would like it. When you're done, you can either click the green Next Property button to continue to the next set of photos, or click the blue Continue with Presentation button. And if you included the Summary CMA, the next screen that you will come to will be Select Fields for Summary CMA. Now, you're already going to have a columnar CMA that will be a line-by-line comparison of the listings to each other. This page is meant to be just a one-line overview of only the comps. If you would like to customize this page, you can do so by moving between available fields and selected fields using the right and left arrows, as well as rearrange what is in selected fields by using the up and down buttons. And when you're done, you'll click Next, where you'll then reach the subject property page. Now, if you downloaded the subject property along with the comparables, you will see a line that says Use a downloaded property as the subject, optional. If you click on Select a downloaded property, you will see a list of the properties that you did not check off on Select Properties. So you would choose the address for the subject property, and the system will fill in everything that was received from the MLS. You will want to make sure to review the information and correct anything that's outdated. If the subject property was never listed, when you get to this page, you will want to manually fill in the information. When you're done, click Next. And if you included the price adjusted CMA page, then that is the next screen you will reach. This is the page that is going to allow you to make monetary adjustments to your sold comparables only. You can change any of these descriptor fields on the left as necessary by clicking on the title of the field, where you can then choose to use another field that was imported from the MLS. You can create your own custom field. For example, the subject property has an in-law apartment. Or you can choose to remove the field and shift the remaining fields up. When you've made your selection, you'll click OK. To enter your adjustments, you will want to use whole dollar amounts only, no cents, percentages, or non-numerical characters. The system will automatically assume addition on this page. And the only non-numerical character that would be accepted would be the negative symbol. So, for example, our subject property has 3 bedrooms, 2 full bathrooms, 1 half bath, and 2 garage spaces. Comparable 2 has 4 bedrooms, 3 full bathrooms, 1 half bath, and 1 garage space. So in this case, we are going to deduct the value of 1 bedroom and deduct the value of 1 full bathroom. And you'll notice as I go to the next line, the system is calculating the total amount down at the bottom of the screen. Then we are going to add the value of 1 garage space. The values that I entered are purely for demonstration purposes only. For values in your area, please talk to your admin. As you continue to make adjustments and you make your comparables more alike in value with your subject property, your recommended price range will ultimately become more accurate. When you're done making your adjustments, you're going to click Next, where you'll then reach the recommended list price range. Now, the system calculates this price range based off of the average price of the sold properties with a range of plus or minus 3%. If you included the price adjusted CMA and you made adjustments on that page, the system will use the adjusted average to find your price range. If you ever don't agree with the amount the system has calculated, you can change it to reflect what you feel is correct. And then when you're done, you'll click Next. If you included the pricing strategy, that will be your next screen. If you have your own template that you use, you can enter it and save it as a default. If you choose to keep the Toolkit CMA default, under Header 3, Suggest a Price Strategy, there is a section where you will need to manually enter the recommended price range. And when you're done, you'll click Next, where the next screen will be the estimated net proceeds worksheet, if you included it. You can change any of the descriptor fields on the left as necessary. The amounts on the right, you will want to use whole dollar amounts only, no cents, percentages, or non-numerical characters. And as you go to the next line, the system will calculate the total amount at the bottom of the page. When you're done, you'll click Next. And if you included the marketing plan of action, that is the next screen that you will reach. Now, this outlines to the customer how the process will go from when they first list with you all the way until when the property sells. If you have your own template you use, you can enter it and save it as a default. We'll just click next and we'll reach create presentation. If you would like to include our complimentary tablet presentation, please check the box alongside include a tablet presentation, and then we'll click the blue create presentation button. When the system is finished, it will bring us to summary of presentation, as well as open a copy of the presentation for us. Once you have reviewed your presentation, if you would like to have a hard copy for the client, you can absolutely print out the PDF. Or if you'd like to have a hard copy for yourself, you can certainly save the PDF to your computer. Back on summary of presentation, you'll name your presentation, and the line that says save the photos for the selected properties only, faster save, is for if you downloaded more properties than what you actually used. So say you downloaded 50 properties, but you only included 20. This tells the system to save the photos for only those 20 properties. Once you've made your selection, you'll click Save. The system will save an editable copy to the Toolkit CMA server for 180 days. The link to edit, as well as the link to view and print the PDF, will be placed on the home screen under Recent Saves. Summary of presentation will allow you to view and print the PDF, view the tablet presentation if you had included it. Share will allow you to email your presentation. You'll enter the email address or multiple email addresses separated by commas and customize your email. Now, when the system emails a document through Toolkit CMA, instead of emailing it as an attachment, it will email links to the document. That link will appear here. Once you're done customizing, you'll send email. And when the system is done, it will bring you back to summary of presentation. That email and the number of times the link was clicked will be tracked on the home screen under recent shares. Zoom meeting is similar to our regular email, but there is a section at the bottom that will allow you to paste the link to your Zoom meeting or really any online meeting app of your choice. And text message. This will allow you to send a text of the presentation to the client. Enter the phone number or multiple phone numbers separated by commas. Customize the text message and then click Send Text. Now, if you send a text to multiple phone numbers, the system will send it as individual text and not as a group text. Now, I would like to briefly look at creating a property flyer. From home, you'll click on Create a Property Flyer, and you'll reach the Select a Flyer Template screen. This will show you all of the different flyer templates that have been made available to you. There are over 70 different templates to choose from in a variety of different themes and different colors. And each template will include a different amount of photos. 9 of those templates are Berkshire Hathaway exclusive templates, in the Berkshire Hathaway colors. All of our property flyers can be posted to Twitter, Facebook, or Pinterest. Each template is going to show you the template name along with a small image sample. And under that is what is included in the template. Anything that says headline or 2 headlines will have a customizable headline. Once you've chosen the template you'd like to use, you'll click Create, where you can then either manually enter the information as well as load the photos, or if the property is already listed, you'll click the blue Download a Property button to load the listing just as you would for a presentation. And now we'll go over the account maintenance section. So if you click where your name and agent photo appear, you'll have the option to sign out. When you leave your account, you always want to make sure that you are clicking on your name and choosing sign out. Just closing the tab, the system does not recognize you as signed out, and so you may end up missing important updates. You can edit your agent profile or add or change your agent photo. If you go to web reviews, we do have the ability to pull in reviews from Zillow, Real Satisfied, Reach 150, Testimonial Tree, Rated Agent, Google, or Delta. And then the last few reviews will be included in your presentations. To activate each page, you'll add your Zillow screen name, your Real Satisfied vanity key, Reach 150 email, Testimonial Tree user ID, Rated Agent QSC ID, your Google Place ID, and or your Delta Agent ID. Now, Google will automatically assign your Place ID based off of the address located in your Google business profile. For assistance locating your Place ID, please contact Toolkit CMA support. When you're done, you'll click Finished. Back in account maintenance, you can add your agent resume and agent references. You do need to manually enter the information in these sections. Social media will allow you to showcase 3 of your social media sites. You can customize the page header and paragraph text, and then add the links to 3 of your social media sites. Account maintenance will also allow you to change your sign-in information. Now, these are just for if you are signing into Toolkit CMA directly. If you access your Toolkit CMA account through your company's intranet, you will not have to worry about these sections. Delete saves will allow you to delete any old or duplicate presentations and flyers. Settings is your program settings. This is going to allow you to customize the recommended price range. You can change it if you'd like. Or you can also change your email confirmation settings. Personal pages will allow you to upload your own custom content, such as your custom bio or your custom reviews. All personally uploaded pages must be in a PDF format only. And change document order. This is going to allow you to rearrange the order of the pages in any presentation type. Now, where personal pages and change document order differs from the button that we saw earlier, add/reorder pages, Add/reorder pages is for the specific presentation you're working on, whereas personal pages and change document order are for every presentation going forward. This does conclude today's webinar. Does anybody have any questions on what we've covered?
Thank you so much, Elizabeth. If anybody has any questions, you can feel free to put them in chat. You can also unmute if you have any questions. This was really comprehensive today, and thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome. Yeah, I know we went through everything really fast. We're on a tight time schedule, so I just want to make sure that nobody has any questions. And if you do, like I said at the beginning, if you click on support, there is the online chat as well as our 800 number. Or if you go to the help section, you can always send us a contact email.
Thank you for reminding of us that we actually use this as well when we need to get tech support. I can tell you personally that they're extremely responsive to our emails and to our chats, even when we get stuck on things. So do feel free to use the internal chat and support system. It's really, really great from Toolkit. They have great customer service. All right, I think if we don't see, do we see any questions here? It looks like there might be one in chat. Nope, it's a big thank you from Dina Grandy. Thank you so much.